You've probably heard of a root canal. We tend to think of it as a pretty routine fix for a bad toothache. But what if I told you the real danger wasn't the infection, but the actual physics of the tool they use to clean it? See, deep inside your tooth, there's this incredibly delicate operation happening where one wrong move can turn a simple cleaning into a critical error. So let's shrink way down and see what's really going on.
So what is this hidden challenge we're talking about? Well, it all boils down to a pretty fundamental conflict, really. It's a clash between the straight tools of modern dentistry and the curved natural anatomy of our own bodies. Let's break down this microscopic battle.
To really get this, we have to go inside the tooth's root. Now, this is not some simple straight pipe. Oh no. It's more like a microscopic maze, full of these tiny curved pathways called canals. This is where the infection lives, and this is the battlefield a dentist has to navigate. You know, the easiest way to picture the problem is with a simple analogy. Imagine you have to clean a delicate bent straw. Okay, simple enough. But your only tool is a stiff, straight pipe cleaner. You can immediately see the issue, can't you? As you push it in, that straight tool is going to fight the curve at every single turn.
Well, that exact same dynamic is what happens inside a tooth. This is what we'll call the straight file problem, and it creates this unseen force that endodontists, those are the root canal specialists, have to masterfully control.
So, here's the setup for our microscopic drama. You've got the curved root canal that needs to be cleaned. The tool for the job is a very thin, flexible metal file. But here's the crucial point. Even though that file can bend, it has a physical memory. It constantly wants to snap back to being perfectly straight.
This whole thing is driven by what experts call the tendency of files to restore themselves to their original linear shape. It sounds technical, I know, but that single physical property is the engine for all the potential problems. And this is key. It's not a mistake by the dentist. It's just physics at work on a tiny scale.
So what does this memory actually do?
Well, as the dentist navigates the file down into that curved canal, the file is constantly trying to straighten itself out. This creates a relentless sideways pressure, pushing the very tip of the instrument against the outside wall of the curve.
This unintentional sideways pressure, this carving action, it actually has a name. In the world of endodontics, it's called transportation. And this is the moment where a procedure designed to clean can unintentionally start to reshape and damage the very structure it's trying to save.
So officially, transportation is the removal of the canal wall structure on the outside curve, all because of the file's tendency to straighten out. At this point, it's no longer just cleaning, it's unintentionally carving a brand new path where one should not exist.
Okay, let's break this down. The key thing to remember here is that this is removing healthy tooth structure, not just cleaning away infected tissue. This happens on the outside of the curve, right where that straightening force is strongest, and it's most dangerous deep down in the root, in what's called the apical half. And all of it, every bit of it, stems from that one simple principle of physics. So a tiny bit of the canal wall gets scraped away. Why is that such a big deal? You might be thinking it's no biggie, but it is, because it's not just a single event. It's the first domino in a chain of complications that can lead to the total failure of the procedure.
Here's exactly how those dominoes fall. First, transportation shifts the original pathway of the canal. This creates a sharp little turn or a ledge, which blocks the correct route. Now, if the dentist tries to force the file past this ledge, they can inadvertently drill a hole right through the side of the root. This is called a perforation and is a very serious complication.
So the crucial point is this. An action that started with the intention of healing and cleaning has, because of the subtle forces of physics, actively damaged the tooth. The very path the doctor needed to follow has been lost, and a new, destructive one has been created instead.
And this is exactly why the work of an endodontist is such an incredible display of skill. I mean, they aren't just cleaning a space. They are navigating a three-dimensional, invisible maze with tools that are actively fighting against them. And they have to do it all by feel. It's really amazing.
When you're working deep inside the root of a tooth, there is only one correct path. Just one. There is absolutely no margin for error. The original, natural canal is the only route to success. Any deviation, like transportation, leads you away from that path.
And this kind of brings us to a final thought. We've just seen the immense, invisible challenge hidden inside a single tooth. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other microscopic battles, what other unseen forces of physics are doctors expertly navigating every single day just to keep us healthy?